What's up, guys, and welcome to the first episode of the Illest Podcast. I'm your host, Rubane, and this is my co-host.
I'm Jason. What's up, guys? How are we doing? I'm so excited to be doing this.
Dude, this is so dope. Like, I've been wanting to do this for a whole year now, and after a whole year of trying to find out who's down for it, how we could get this set up, I came to you, and you were like, let's do it. I got the material.
I got all this stuff just like laying around, collecting dust. And even this podcast itself, like a few weeks has gone by, we've had like bad luck the entire time.
Oh, yeah. Like the first week we were trying to do it, didn't work out. And then last week we were trying to do it again. And then we just didn't have a cable. So we're like, all right, let's get it postponed to the next week. But it's finally happening.
Here we are. And this is it. I'm nervous too. It's like weird being on camera.
No, yeah. It's a big thing about podcasts is like it's raw. You got to keep going. And then it's just like, okay, how do we get that like down to like where it's good? Like I watch a lot of podcasts that are like Logan Paul, and then you got Joe Rogan. They're very different type. Same thing when it comes to what's his name? Oh, Roman Atwood. Like they're all very different. Like some of them are live, some of them are like behind studios. There's a lot of cuts in some of them, and then Joe Rogan, you just have a super long podcast.
Dude, he like hours, right? Like 3-4 hours long. I could not imagine that.
And then there's these other guys as well. It's like Fresh and Fit. They do a lot of controversial topics, which we might or might not touch on. I don't know yet.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. But like they do like 4-hour long podcasts. Like when their guest comes and it's like, oh yeah, it's going to be a 4-hour long podcast. And they always have like a group of like 6 or 7 girls as well, along with whoever their like guest is. And I'm just like, how? Like I've seen their clips and then I'm just like, how do you manage that?
Yeah, and like you have to like pay them too and stuff as they're coming in. Like
yeah,
like and then like being a guest on the podcast, you have to take out a big chunk of your day. That's like half your day, pretty much. You're coming out. Yeah. Speaking of guests, are we having anybody on? Do we have any ideas so far?
We are actually. So what we want to focus on with this podcast is, especially for the first couple episodes, we want to make it kind of Marywood oriented. Marywood is a university we go to, and it's going to be a little oriented around that because we do want to spread the word around campus of this, and hopefully other people watching this and hearing this, they get motivated to do their own projects, their own podcasts, or anything else that they want to do. So we might have a couple of on-campus people, and if sorry, I'm a little sick right now. If Sister Mary is down,
we get the president of the university in here. Yeah.
If Sister Mary Prez is down, this is a invitation to Sister Mary. If you are watching this, we would love to have you on the podcast. I'm probably going to reach out to her with an email saying, hey, would you like to be on our podcast?
Yeah, and then until then, we'll get our foot, get our feet in the door. We'll get the ball rolling and stuff. So like, what exactly is this podcast going to be about?
Well, it's the Illest Podcast. So me and my friend came up with this name last year, and we were like, okay, what's a cool name for something like a brand? After like thinking for a couple of days, one of us just randomly said, yo, that would be ill. Or like, yo, I haven't used that phrase in so long. And then we're just like going back and forth. We're like, what if it's Illest? So it's kind of like, you know how like people used to take the term, yo, that's ill, that's dope.
But this podcast is the Illest.
It's the Illest podcast. Like the Illest podcast, we take everything that's an L, we turn it into a dub, and we do whatever we can to make it work.
That's what we like. That's what we like to hear, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, let's get into it, dude. So you're Rubane. I'm Jason, as we mentioned before, and whatnot.
Sir.
So tell me a little about yourself, so we can the viewers can get to know us a little bit.
Well, I don't know. It's weird because like when I'm introducing myself here in the university, I'm like, yeah, I'm a third year. I'm a multi-com major. It's like, what do I tell the people? Like, it's so different. But my name's Rubane, I guess. I'm trying to come up with this intro in my head, but I am a wannabe fitness influencer. I do a lot of TikTok content and a lot of YouTube content as well on my main YouTube channel, Rubane Sing. Go check that out. Link in the description. Where I upload fitness-related videos. It's something that has helped me a lot. December 14, 2021, it's a very important date for me. It is the day I looked at myself in the mirror in a Planet Fitness and I said, I am going to change my life. And I cut my weight down from like 200 and I think it was 92 pounds at that time to like currently I'm bulking. I'm at 237. I'm supposed to be bulking to 250, but in my original weight loss, I cut my weight down to 217 pounds.
Dude, like seeing, like I met you January of this year.
Yeah.
And you were like, a month into the program. And like, nothing against how you were before, but like looking at you now, I'm looking at you then.
Yeah.
You're like totally different people. Like I'll see like your TikToks where like you post about like your previous self. And now I'm like, dude, like I don't even know who this dude is. Like, dude has lost so much weight. And I'm so impressed too. He's at the gym like once a day, twice a day. Pretty much like every day. It's insane.
Sometimes it's twice a day.
This dude's work ethic is absolutely insane. I'm very jealous of that,
It's just, at first it started as a way of like me just going in and just working out to get this weight off. And after a while, it just became a point of therapy. It's
Bars and weights are my therapy.
Yeah.
That's what we're about.
That's a little bit of Bane and Contrabane talk coming.
We'll get into that a little bit. We'll get into that, yeah.
But bars and weights are my therapy. It's like I work out, and it's at first, like I said, it was for losing weight, and then after a while, it just became a thing of, oh, there's so much school stress, like personal life, all of this stuff going on, and just working out kind of helps me forget about that. Like for 2 hours in a day at the end of my night, I forget about everything, and I just push the iron, use all the emotion, the pent up stress, in that like 2 hour period.
Yeah, like the gym is like not only like a health thing, but also just like mental health in that sense as well. Like you can really focus on that and again like lose yourself.
No, yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's really what it became after a while. But I am also a musician, artist. I have 0 singles out. All of my songs are features on.
And that's what's up. So I'm Jason, by the way. I'm like a senior multi-com major here at Marywood and whatnot. I'm graduating this summer. It's so weird, like it's insane.
This year?
Yeah, well, next summer, but yeah, pretty much like the end of this like academic year or whatnot. Born and raised in Scranton, and a few years ago I started making music, and that's where we're going now. I'm contravening in the music world. I don't know if you've heard of me or not. In the Marywood realm, probably because Rubane has like spread everything we've had through everyone. And I appreciate that.
True.
Rubane's like my publicist or whatever. He's like my. I give him something and he spreads it to the entire Marywood community and stuff. I appreciate that. But, yeah, dude, the way we met, I don't know if you remember, like, I was in the radio station, you came over and you're like, oh, what's up? I got a single. I'm working on a song in the studio or whatever. And I was like, all right, I'll come check it out. And little did we know that we both made music in that moment. I think you're just trying to show me just because you were hype about it.
No, yeah, I recognized you from when we had the fire.
Oh my, yeah. So I'm campus safe here at Marywood.
Yeah. The first time I saw you was in, I think it was Larry's class.
Was it? Oh yeah, dude, that class was something else. I don't know if we can talk about that here. But.
No, we probably can't. I failed that class. I'm probably gonna have to retake it at some point just so that F goes away.
Dude, I feel bad for you in that, man. That class was.
That class was something.
Yeah.
No, it was an interesting class, I will say, but it's just that. Due to certain circumstances that I was going through, I just lagged behind and ended up failing the class. It was my fault, but at the same time, the class wasn't that hard. It was quite an easy class. It was very different from what I've had in the past because it was like, oh, all my classes are in person except this one. So it's like kind of getting used to that mixture of like COVID / like non-COVID class going on. But I did fail it. I will say it was my fault, but like. At the same time,
he didn't really help you out though. He was kind of screwing you over.
I mean, he kind of did help me out. He was like, okay, I'll give you until then. But then, at the end, it was just like he was like, all right, I gave you too many extensions. So which at that point I was like, all right, that's fine.
Fair enough.
That's why I wasn't too mad about failing it. I was like, yeah, it's my fault. Like I failed a couple of classes last semester. It's okay to fail classes. Like I got strict Asian parents, dude. I got strict Indian parents straight from India. I'm from India, dude. Like, they're super strict, and I'm sick.
You're fine. Not that you want to fail classes necessarily.
No, yeah, but you could always get back up.
Also, yeah, like your mental health is also a big deal too. Like if you need to take that time off, like classes are important in that aspect. But if you need to clear your head and such, like that's your priority is number one yourself.
Yeah, like. Like, I'd rather maybe have to take this course again. Not saying that, like, all that time and effort you put into the course you should just throw away. Like, if you're, like, really failing it bad, just drop the class if you can. And then just focus on yourself. Take that extra time that you get. Take that extra 6 hours a week that you would have spent going to that class and working on that class. And take that to yourself. Like, relax. and of course you don't want to like fall way too far behind, but at the same time your mental health does matter, because if once that falls, everything else is just going to go down with it.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. But I think given time constraints, we have to move on from that, unfortunately. So anyway, yeah, the way we met, but then, yeah, we found out that we both make music together. And, like, I think that like kickstarted like our relationship as like contraband, you know what I mean? Like our band and whatnot.
Yeah.
So like yeah, we came out with I guess our first single together. We worked on songs together, but our first real single was All Night.
All Night.
I mean, like that's like a classic. Like I can go back to that. Like I could.
Yeah.
You put that up against like other like real songs, and I'm like, dude, like this song is so
All
good.
Night wins, because like it was I was going through a time then, so a lot of the lyrics in All Night when it did come out on July 2nd. I remember I was in India, and then I remember my flight was getting back to America on July 2nd. I came back and I go to my phone. It's 7 a.m. in the morning. I look on Jason's Instagram and it's like, oh, we already have like 100 some views on the song. And I'm like, yo, that's so dope. I go listen to it and then I'm like, okay. And then it hit me. My lyrics are so much to do. Let's hope she's not watching this. But a lot of my lyrics are like kind of a reflection from my perspective of my last breakup, like that breakup night or whatever. That's why like All Night came from.
It's just I remember we were in the radio station writing that together, and it was just coming off like we were just going back and forth writing bars and bro, like the song is so real in that aspect. I think that's what makes it so much better than my songs, because I tend to like fantasize and I go into like the realm of like whatnot. I exaggerate things and such, but like that song is like so real, and like the topics we're talking about and the lines we're writing are so like they're deep in our heart, you know?
No, yeah. But like that's what's so weird but interesting about the song to me is that because we were going back and forth, how is it that every single verse or every single chorus, like the chorus and like even at the end, it's like, how is this reflecting to me? And it's just like I feel like that's what like good artists are able to do, and I'm proud to call ourselves good artists, because that's something we did. Even though we're working back and forth, it's something that I was able to just sit down and reflect upon, and it's just like, yo, that's so dope.
Puts you in your feelings, you know? You're like, I've been waiting all night for you, man. I really hope it's something we can perform that on stage or something. That'd be like a sick song.
Dope,
it's like our anthem, man. Like, I honestly, like, I look back and I'm like, I don't know if we can make a better song.
It's gonna be so hard.
But we are working on a song now. We're figuring that out.
Yeah.
And I think that one's, I don't know if it's better, but it has like a totally different vibe to it.
It's so different because I've never worked in the realm of fantasy. I've never done that, and it's like kind of touching that for me, and it's like super interesting.
It is, and even like the beat is like experimental hip hop.
100%.
So like you hear it and like you're gonna want to keep listening because it's so different than anything else I've ever put out.
Yeah,
it's like a Yeezus type beat. So like if you think about Kanye's Yeezus, I mean it's very weird in that way. And then even from there, like we're gonna be probably doing like our own like collab album together. I think we're still on that.
Yeah.
So we're going back and forth on that song, and then the whole album is gonna be like you and me, pretty much. Yeah. Like you do some choruses, I do some choruses, verses, trading bars
back and forth. Dude, I'm so excited because this man makes me go out of my comfort zone when it comes to music, and it just makes me a better artist every single time. Because I know the first song we actually did together was
Relapse, wasn't it? Yeah,
because you had a couple of name changes on that song.
Oh, that song kept changing. I think it's Relapse now, though.
Yeah, and it was like, again, like I was in a weird mindset, but then this like song just worked with it in a way, and I just went down like mental thoughts in my head. But like
24/7 broke my heart. That really
changed my perception of things. No,
your verses go hard, man.
I try, but like I feel like my evolution just from like being able to perform a song and like write music just elevated from that to All Night. Like All Night came out first, but like we recorded Relapse first, and recording that and then working with you on that just made me a better artist. Where All Night just turned into one of my favorite songs.
Slaps, man. It's on my playlist. It comes on. I'm like, yo, turn it up. Like,
same, dude. Like I'll be sitting there and I'll be like, wait, dun Dun, dun. Wait, whose song is this? I know
Yo,
this.
this
Oh,
song's
wait, I'm
dope.
on this.
And like that, that bridge like between the second chorus and,
Oh,
like, the
no,
last
yeah.
verse. I
It's
mean,
just,
like
going back
the
and
whispering
forth.
and stuff, bro.
Oh, my God,
Dude,
dude.
there's so many elements of that song that's so good. And again, it's gonna be
Yeah.
so hard to match that. But bro, there's
Hopefully
a
we
reason
can.
why it popped up on Spotify.
Wait, actually?
Well, yeah, it's like over 1,000, I think now.
Oh,
1,000
dang.
streams.
Yeah, because it's your song, so it's like I don't see the numbers, but like, damn,
Oh,
dude,
yeah,
that's
it's
so
good.
dope.
Yeah, and like Rubane, like he's on Spotify, but it's just featured artist a bunch. I'm trying to get
Yeah.
you, man. We gotta get
No,
yo.
yeah.
What's it called? My Time, dude. You gotta get that out.
My Time is a song I worked on in January, and I stopped working on it mid-February, and it was weird because My Time came from a certain feeling of losing my time to someone else and then trying to gain it all back. And then mid-February, that all changed, and then I was just like, I stopped working on that. But there was a couple of songs that came after, but they never got released because they're a little too personal.
Fair enough.
Maybe in a couple of years they will come out as album. I might remaster them, like what Charlie Puth did.
Oh, did he? I don't listen.
Oh
to
yeah,
Charlie
in the
Puth,
music
honestly.
world,
Oh, okay.
he dropped a new album today. It's called Charlie, where actually the whole album is it's a breakup album in a way.
Yeah, but I would like to see Rubane. I'd like to just see you start posting your own stuff because like I hear the untitled, unmastered type things, and it's like, bro, like these are too good to be kept under wraps.
I'm gonna try. So like this week I really wanted to work on music, but I ended up getting sick. So I'm like, dang it, I can't go rap like this or make music like this because just in case it pops off with this voice is not staying for long. As soon as I'm not sick, this voice is going away.
Yeah, Rubane, he's got a sweet voice coming on. There's raspy stuff. Nah.
No. There's no raspy stuff.
And then we're working on a song with Eric too, Liquid Sword Spittin'. I think he told you about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He sent me the MP3 of it.
Yeah.
And so I want to see what you guys put on there, and then I'll probably go on there last.
Have you heard my verse?
I haven't.
Or no. All right, that's interesting. I'll give it that much. I still have to re-record it and whatnot and get into it, but I think that song has the potential as well. Again, as like a producer, like a trio, three of us. Like Eric is a producer, you can do the hooks, I can do the verses. You know what I mean? Like
that'd be so dope.
I think it'd be cool. Even the music production club in that way, like we can get like a Marywood group type thing.
Yeah, for anyone that's listening to this from Marywood, we do have a music production club where we're producing music and we're learning how to do that. And if you want to be on the podcast as a guest,
yeah, hit us up.
Hit us up on our Instagrams. But if you're really interested, and then we'll run it through our team, and then we'll get you back with an answer.
Yeah, I'll link our socials and stuff, and you can get back, contact us. And
like I'm looking at this whole album right now. It's all like breakup songs, dude. Oh well, it's a whole like. Why is every artist getting their heart broken this year? Like
I don't know, man. Something's going around. No,
something's going around. Like one of my favorite artists, Jake, but it's with a V. It's JVKE. He has like a whole album. This is what blank blank feels like, and the whole album is a breakup album, dude. Like. He's my second artist on here because I do listen to that album quite a lot.
Yeah,
I just really like it. It's like a couple of these songs have been out for a while, and it's like, oh, this is what falling in love feels like. This is what heartbreak feels like. And then it's like, I can't help it, but I actually like that song. Go listen to it.
I Can't Help It by Jake with a V.
Yeah, it's like Ghost Town. Like Save Your Breath. This is what falling out of love feels like. Like. These are really good artists coming out with these like very similar type albums where it's all like, damn, they got their heart broken in a way, dude. But I'm just super excited to do this thing. We kind of rambled this episode.
No, we're fine. We kind of gave a good introduction of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
A lot of like music themes, got like Marywood and such. You know.
Yeah, I'm also a car guy. I like anime. I play guitar, but I guess that's where the musician stuff comes in.
I guess so, yeah.
I'm a nerd when it comes to things. I love Star Wars. I love go to the gym. I just love everything, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm like a photographer, so like the video stuff and all this stuff. I love this, man. Yeah, but I think that'll have to wrap us up for the day. You got a test, you got to take a midterm. So
I got to take a midterm, yes. Thank you for watching. Of course, our socials are down below. Instagram, I was gonna say Snapchat, but not Snapchat.
Nah, maybe like Instagram. Like I don't.
Maybe in the future we'll make a Illis Snapchat account, because you know how Snapchat did this thing where it's like, if you're a like a famous person, or what am I trying to say, like an internet personality, you could make Snapchats only for your viewers, which will be separate from your friends. It's weird.
Oh, that's weird. I had never heard of that before. We can look into that for the future
No,
for our
yeah.
stuff. Like if this takes off, or if we enjoy doing this like every week,
Yeah.
we can make it like a more of a thing, like our own Illis brand of like
Yeah.
Instagram and such.
That'd be kind of cool. But
Yeah.
Instagram's down there, YouTube's down there, TikTok, because I do that, so I'll put that down there.
Yeah, I'll put Rubane's TikTok in there. He's the one who makes them. I just watch him, you know. All right, well, yeah, thanks
But
guys
yeah,
for watching.
thank you,
Appreciate
man.
it. Yeah, have a good one.
Have a good one, guys.